anything, and I did. I wanted to sort of summarize our 60 years together and sort of put it in context that I can understand anyway. And I'm going to equate our marriage to a carrier air group. Ray, you'll know what I'm talking about. But when we first got married and out in California, it wasn't too long before I was overseas on a carrier and Francis was working in a bank. When I got back, I was headed out again for another 6 months. That continued on through my Navy career with me being gone sometime, getting back home, starting all the cycle all over again. And that, the reason I want to get into that is so that I can show what happens on a carrier when we deploy. There are actually two phases on a carrier. There's the ship itself, run by a captain and a crew of anywhere from a couple of hundred to a couple of thousand people. They do the housekeeping, run the ship, feed everybody, take care of everything like that. The captain of the ship is responsible for getting the air group to where they're supposed to go, get the planes launched, and get them back on. The second portion is the air group itself. That's the squadrons that go aboard, airplanes, pilots, mechanics, people that run the air part of it. So really those two, they have to function together. And the reason I'm sort of equating our marriage to that is because I consider Frances the skipper of the ship. And she has to keep things going while the air group is out flying. I'm the air group. I get to go out and have fun and eventually have to come home and land. And speaking of the landing, I want to explain that a little bit. Because you're coming into a carrier at, in the old prop planes, is about 100 miles an hour. They do it a lot faster now. But you got a little postage stamp out there you're trying to hit. And it's bobbing up and down and going sideways. And 100 miles an hour is, even that is sort of tough. But the skipper of the ship can put on some steam and go about 30 miles an hour and head into the wind another 20 miles an hour. So really you're only landing at about 50 miles an hour instead of 100. Wind across the deck. Equivalent of 50 miles an hour reduces it. So anyway, and the reason I want to bring that in is because when you're coming in, you got to drop your tail hook, look for a cross wire on the deck. There are about 5 of them, and you try to land so that your tail hook catches that number 2 wire, and otherwise you crash into the ocean, I guess. I don't know. This never happened to Ray or I. So, that being said, our 60 years of marriage, I've considered Frances the skipper of the ship, keeping things on an even keel, keeping the house going, feeding all the kids, whatever skippers do on the ship. And I've been fortunate enough to be going out flying every day, enjoying the good sunshine, coming home and finding the ship right where it's supposed to be, heading into the wind. So, Frances, thanks for being the skipper.